What's going on, family? Listen, we've had a lot of amazing guests on this show, and perhaps you may have never ever listened to those episodes. So we wanted to present a new segment called SONW Classic, where we go back, we revisit those iconic conversations and give those full episodes back to you. Sit back and enjoy this week's SONW Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Anthony. Listen, I am excited because you're here rocking with me, and you could have been anywhere, fam. And in the words of Jay-Z, I appreciate that. Perhaps you have a business right now and you're struggling and you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this slump? How do I figure out what's going to work? How do I do something different that is going to help me? And so on today's episode, I want to share with you 3 creative ways to get out of a slump. The first technique is I want you to unearth your hidden talents. That's right. I believe that every single person has a unique capability, a unique skill set, but they don't know how to always access it. So here's what I want you to do. Here's what I mean by the 10-minute rule. This is where you're going to dedicate just 10 minutes, fam, just 10 minutes a day to something new. What's something that you're like, you know what? I want to know more about that. Oh, what's something that you're like, okay, I could probably do that. Whether it's painting, whether it's coding, whether it's cooking, whether it is doing something that you have no idea why you even are doing it. For 10 minutes, I want you to do that. There are people right now, whether you're an accountant, people who have discovered just a passion for different skill sets, but they did not know until they tried. Number 2, small steps, big impact. And this is a challenge I want you to look at. Small steps, big impact. I want to challenge you right now, whether, wherever it is. I want you to take, 3 small but impactful actions within this next week. Like these can be like sending an appreciative message, telling somebody, hey, look, I appreciate you for what you've done. Or perhaps it could be starting a journal, being more consistent in writing to that journal, and dedicating 15 minutes a day to developing and working on this new skill. Number 3, and this is so important because I think of a lot of people right now that are watching this, whether you're watching this right now on YouTube, on our channel, Schools Over Now What, or you're listening to us right now while you're in the car, you have to rewrite your story. Stop thinking that the story and the life that you live right now is the only life you're supposed to have. You can wake up in an instant and rewrite your entire story. I want you to explore the ideas. I want you to explore the different things, the different perspectives that can lead you to positive outcomes. I want you to remember this. This is the most important part. The power of consistent effort will showcase this, guys. The power of you being consistent and saying, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something this week that's a little bit different. I got to get out of this slump. I want this for you. Everyone has these moments. And remember, what may have worked 3 months ago might not work now, fam. It's time for you to switch it up. And if you follow through with these techniques, this is a way of you getting out of the slump, realizing your power, realizing that you have what it takes, and realizing that you deserve more out of life. Fam, I hope you have been writing these things down. I hope if you have enjoyed this episode, you will not be selfish, but share this episode with a friend and impact others. We'll see you next week. And this thing, guys, I want you to always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it. Yo, what you think? I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I want to know what you learned. So if you wouldn't mind, would you take a screenshot of you listening to the podcast on your phone right now? Upload to your Instagram stories, tag me at Shawn Anthony _, and then let me know in that Instagram story what is one thing that you learned. I love hearing from you, my listeners, thought leaders, former or current students all around the world. Let me know, and while you're doing this, go inside the podcast app, subscribe, leave a 5-star review and a 5-star rating. Again, this helps us reach more people. And if you want to be a part of this mission, helping us change the world one person at a time, it makes a massive difference by you leaving a review. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. And remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.